Good morning. Hello, happy Monday. Hello to all my Facebook friends and family and YouTube as well. I'm not wearing a hat today, but I am wearing my Stanford Dad shirt. Yep. I like to wear it around the house and once in a while when I go out as well. We're going to go ahead and continue our reading in Curious George. I hope you can see me. There's a Gmail there. Hopefully it'll go away in a second. Let me make it go away. Just a second. Sorry for the interruption, but there's another email. Okay, let me get that one out of the way. Sorry about that. Okay, Curious George. Sorry for the interruption. Monday morning, it's going to be hot. This is George. He was a good little monkey and always very curious. Today's a special day. The man with the yellow hat told George at breakfast, I have a surprise plan and lots to do to get ready. You can help me by staying out of trouble. George was happy to help. There you are. They're having breakfast and it's a special day. Let's see what happens. Later, while George was looking out the window and being very good, he heard some tinky music. It was coming from an ice cream truck. George watched as a whole line of children and the dogs enjoyed some ice cream treats. It looked like fun. But when the ice cream truck moved on, George forgot all about staying out of trouble and went to find some fun of his own. Look at that, all those people in line having the ice creams and the truck is about to go. So let's see what happens with George. Hey guys, quiet, I'm reading. We have some friends over, we're dog sitting, Kai and Odin. In the living room, George found noisemakers and hats. Could this be part of his friend's surprise? And games. Before George could find out, he spotted some streamers, balloons, and colored tissue. He could not resist. Oh my goodness, look at this. Curious George is all over the place. Playing with the balloons, streamers, paper mache, all that's out there. Decorating was easy for a little monkey. Still, George was curious about the surprise. And what was that good smell coming from the kitchen? George followed his nose because the nose knows. Get it? All right, here we are. There we go. Sounds like a party's going on. It was a cake and it looked as good as it smelled. All it needed was frosting. George had seen his friend making frosting before, but today his friend was busy. Maybe George could help. He could frost the cake himself. Uh-oh. First, George put a little bit of this in the mixing bowl, and then he added a little bit of that. Then he turned on the mixer. The frosting whirled around and around. Well, so far so good. He's helping the man with the yellow hat make some frosting. It was whirling too fast, but George tried to stop the mixture. It only went faster and faster and faster. Uh-oh! George lifted the beaters out of the bowl. Frosting flew everywhere. Oh no! Georgie, you're making a mess. You promised to stay out of trouble. Poor George. He did not mean to make such a mess. He had only wanted to help. Now he could clean up the stinking kitchen. Now, how can he clean up this stinking kitchen? Just then, George heard the tinky music again. The ice cream truck was coming back up the street, and George had an idea. Quickly, he opened the door. Okay, let's see what kind of idea he has. I'm hoping you guys all have a great week. Start off with a great Monday and move into the week. And invited all the dogs in for a treat. In no time, the kitchen was as clean as a whistle. Oh, wow, look at that. Great idea, George. Speaking of dogs, we have 2 dogs. Like I said, my wife and I are dog sitting this week for our son Ivan and his girlfriend, Victoria. When the dogs finished their snack, George took them back outside. The ice cream truck was still there, and so was his friend. George, said the man with the yellow hat, I've been looking for you. It's time for your surprise. George had found hats, games, decorations, and a cake. He was curious. Was the surprise a party? Let's see about that. There's the man with the yellow hat. He got a bucket of ice cream. Yum, yum. Coconut ice cream, in fact. Coconut. Yes, it was a party. George was happy to see all his friends. They were glad to see George, too. What great decorations, Bill said. What a lot of presents, said Betsy. Why don't you play some games with the guests, George? The man with the yellow hat suggested. I have one more thing to do. Look at this. Boy, what a huge party. Look at all his friends playing, using streamers, balloons, and the man with the yellow hat's going into the kitchen with the bucket of ice cream. When George's friend came back, he was carrying he was carrying a cake covered in candles. This wasn't just any party, it was a birthday party. But George was still curious. Whose birthday was it? He watched to see who would blow out the candles. He still doesn't know. The man with the yellow hat put the cake down right in front of George. That was a surprise. It was George's birthday. The party was for him. Everyone sang happy birthday. Then George took a deep breath. Look at that. The man with the yellow hat's walking out with the cake, put it right in front of George. Surprise! Happy birthday! And George made a wish. Happy birthday, George! All right, thank you for joining me today. Story time with Jonny Rodriguez. I remember my disclosure. I'm reading to people of all ages, whether you're 1 month, 10 months, a year, 10, 50, 100 years old. I'm reading to you. Anyone interested in being read to, that's why I'm doing this. From the bottom of my heart to y'all. Okay? So it was George's birthday. Thank you for joining me. Have a great Monday and a start to a great week. Say hello to my wife. She's over there. There she is. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Please invite your friends, family, and all you know to join me on YouTube and Facebook, Story Time with Jonny Rodriguez.